You remember last week when we talked about the new copper penny finish? Well, this is it, completely finished. Stone, what's going on?
Excuse me. Just a quick break. You know how to make a handkerchief dance? You put a little boogie in it.
We got the red dot? Okay. Excellent. Welcome to KSR Coffee Break, Volume 2, Episode 2. Party on, Kyle.
I thought it was Coffee Talk.
What is it?
It's Coffee Break.
Well, it's Coffee Break. See, that's the thing. It's KSR Coffee Break. It says so in the flashing neon signs at the intro that they just watched.
Oh, that's right. Last week you got fired because
I got fired last week. Kyle rehired me.
So I guess now I'm fired.
I don't know if we could live without you, though.
Yeah. Probably
You're
could.
the only one here.
For a little bit until the money runs out.
Yeah, you're the only one here whose initials are in the company name, so I don't think we can help out.
I'm the only one who has access to the bank account.
What do you think about expanding outside of, the realm of where you're modding now?
Yeah, I mean the Mesa stuff. People have been bugging me for 10 years to do that since I did a few of those initial mods. I think I only did 2 or 3 back in the day, like literally 10 years ago. Fluff talked me into doing his dual recto, one of his 15 that he has. Did
Does
that.
he want you to do more?
He hasn't come back and said, "Hey, do more." He said this is his favorite mod of all time, though. So
Yeah,
I mean, there's
I can
that.
see why.
And that kind of started a whole mod business again. Now we've got a pile of amps.
Got a pile of maces.
I mean,
I can see 2 right there.
there's 2 there. There's just several in the front office. There's boxes unopened. But yeah, we're getting to those now. The problem is, since there's so many Mesa revisions and things throughout the years.
It's not just as simple as, oh, we just did one. It's like, no, we just did one of their one revisions.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got documentation. Well, now I've got to design mods for the 3-channel solo and the various other iterations.
Yep.
And there we are. So, but the JSM 800. That
Yeah, that'd be a great gray amp to mod because there's so much that you could do with that. I mean, whether it be just the existing circuit or add a gain stage, which is really what it needs, for the most part.
Yeah, I've got some ideas, but
Yeah, the 800 I think would be it'd just be another flood of amps come through the door. But I mean, there's a lot you could do with it. You could throw the effects loop in there because they don't have the effects loop, and they definitely need it.
that would be one.
Add a
where
resonance control.
I would need to make a whole new page just for that.
Oh yeah, that's what I
because-
mean. Because that's not just we just did some little things here. That's a good overhaul you can do to that amp.
Yeah, I mean, for the Mesa stuff, I just kind of have that what I called the standard mod. That was just an overall improvement of the preamp. Overhaul of the preamp, and also with the adding the bottom control for the power amp. But
What's the dealio, yo?
Well, we on our opening segment, our battery died.
Yeah. So yeah, in all seriousness, I really like this. There's some I don't quite understand, what Bob did here, but I like the darkness around the corners and like the lightness, out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn picked the white knobs, which I think's this is one of the coolest looking pedals that we have. If I wasn't the kind of person that just wants all black or white, I would say this would be a finish I would want. But I just don't like finishes like in my house. Just plain.
Mm-hmm.
Flat black, flat white.
Knock, knock.
What you got? Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
Moo, 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 moo.
Bless him. I don't think that I'm ever going to, anytime you ever mention your dad or anytime I think about him, I'm always going to remember the story you told me where he played the joke on you as a teenager at the crosswalk, and you always go
up into teenager and beyond, into 20s and 30s even, he'll pull that out.
Oh,
Yeah.
go to grab your hand and walk you across the crosswalk.
Yeah. You know how your parent or
geez.
guardian would grab Sonny Boy's hand. They wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more like.
More like, come on, son.
Yeah.
That was a little too far.
So you walk your child across the street. Well, my father would do that up until, he still tried to do it, or he'll talk about doing it. and he just starts laughing.
Oh.
But yeah, and I would try pulling it away, especially when I was a young teenager. Didn't want to be, you're always walking about 6 feet ahead of your parents.
Oh, well. Anyway, back to the flat finishes. What do we have? What do we have chilling over there that we want to show our friends?
So I mean, anodizing. I love anodizing, but man, it's a pain in the butt. We have nothing but problems with.
Because we can't do it in house, so we have a couple hours just in packaging.
Yeah, we got
packaging to send out to the anodizer.
And these parts are awkward to pack. And we spend a lot of time sanding this and brushing it. You can see the brush strokes on there. And you do this to a bunch of parts, you got a couple hundred parts or whatever by the time you're done. And it's all boxed up and
you have a whole day in it.
It's a ton of work. Yeah, and trying to package it so they don't get damaged on the way there. And then they get there, and then they handle them all, who knows how. So you end up with little scratches, imperfections here and there.
And then you come back and they are
to deal
damaged.
with,
Some of them are.
Yeah, it's just a constant thing. And some people don't care, but then other people do, and then I care. I want it to be perfect.
Now I stare at the lens. We're not supposed to look at the lens. You're supposed to look at the lens, you're not supposed to look at the viewfinder. If I could just not look at that beautiful face right there and look at the lens would be good. So hey, let's do this again.
Is it
Kyle,
your face or my face that's beautiful?
Both. There's primarily chicks that watch these videos anyway. Like the soiled lingerie we sent out today. That was literally what he put in the subject line of an order that went out to a friend. Here, see, I'm staring at the viewfinder. For the first time, let's talk about the white one. We talked about this one. So for the first time, let's show everybody the white PA50.
Check out that.
Now, I don't remember what we said about it for 20 minutes, not realizing the camera hadn't rolled, but...
Well, they wouldn't even know if you hadn't said anything. See, now we got to do it a third time.
Hey, let's look at that white PA for the first time.
So this is a powder-coated finish, but look how sharp that engraving is.
Flat white.
I wouldn't even know what to describe it as if I were to look at it and not knowing how it was done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's white, engraved, and then we put a flat clear on top of it, and it looks sharp. It's very unique looking. It's almost like chalky looking, but it's not chalky feeling. It feels smooth, and with the black accents and everything, I think it looks badass.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Looks awesome.
The black accents.
I bought my first vinyl last night.
Your first vinyl?
First vinyl.
Did you get Greta Van Fleet?
No, a random death metal band.
Oh, cool.
That I discovered by happenstance, and then saw they had vinyl, and the artwork was killer. I wish I knew the band now, because I'll plug them, because they're cool as hell. Yeah, this band, Summoning the Lich. I want to show this artwork. This is what made me buy this vinyl.
I'll plug them. Do a plug.
Plug it.
I say it'd be funny if it was sold out when you bought it and just on back order, and everything that you impulsed last night is not going to come for another few months.
So I bought myself a record and a guitar. Turns out the guitar is back ordered till November, so that kind of stinks.
Speaking of the guitars, that Kiesel acoustic you showed me,
Ooh, yeah.
that was cool. I definitely want to play one of those.
I can't wait to show everyone.
Oh, that's right. You've got one coming.
I do.
Are we allowed to tell the world?
We can tell them. We can get them hyped on.
There's gonna be a picture right here. Plop. Oh man, is that it for our second episode, or we're still going?
Did we show this?
I don't even know. We had so many errors and.
This finish?
Check it out.
This finish that we can't decide on the name.
Oh whoa! No, we didn't show that because it stopped on us.
This pedal. You tell the story about Quinn. Builder's choice.
He got a chance to pick it.
So what was your inspiration when you built this?
Middle Earth.
We're trying to find a name for it, and that's something Middle Earth related would be good.
Woodsy, I was thinking of Rabagast the Brown from Lord of the Rings.
We might get Warner Brothers with a cease and desist, but I like that.
You call it the Quinagast.
Quinagast
the Brown.
Yeah, they won't come at us for that. Yeah, we'll smash this down. So maybe we shouldn't add much more to it. Maybe we should just say we're signing out for now. Thanks for checking out our second episode of KSR Coffee Break, and stay tuned for some more really, really cool things and dad jokes by Headstone. All right. Party on.